Hey guys, welcome back to Empathic Sight. Today we're going to talk about, should you pet a guide dog? Now, I'm a low vision Canadian and I use a cane. I don't actually have a guide dog, but I've been learning a lot from somebody who does. So the first thing we need to talk about today is the fact that guide dogs are not pets. They are not there as a companion. They are not there as somebody's, cutesy little thing to interact with. They are working. They're working animals. And what is their job? Their job is to make sure that their blind or visually impaired handler can navigate safely and interact with the world. So why shouldn't you pet a guide dog? Well, it can actually distract them from their job and can actually stop them from alerting their handler about something that could be a hazard. So it can actually cause some safety issues for the person who's blind or low vision. One thing that I hear a lot is, but dogs love attention. This is very true. And honestly, this dog, like a guide dog, will have that time where they're not on harness and they get to get all the loving and all the attention that they need. But when they're on the harness, they are professionally trained to support the person who is handling them. So even petting them or making eye contact with them or interacting with them can actually interfere with that training. A couple other comments I've heard was, well, it was just a second, or the handler said no. Why did they say no? So even a moment can break, or even a moment of petting can actually break the dog's focus, and the handler relies on the dog's focus for their safety and livelihood. 1 second of distraction could lead to a dog forgetting to tell the handler that there's a curb or that there's a door, and then they're tripping. So how can we show respect when we're out in public and we see a guide dog who's working? Well, the first one is, don't pet, talk to, look at, or feed the dog while they're working. The handler makes sure that all of those things are done. The second one is, talk to the handler about interacting with the dog, even if the dog is off harness. So the person that I work with, I always make sure that the dog is not working, and I still ask if it's okay for me to check on the dog. So I get to see this dog when they are working and when they're not working, and it's like night and day. The third one is raise awareness. If you see somebody about to pet a guide dog, because sometimes people who are blind or low vision can't see that something's happening, right? So if you see somebody that's about to pet a guide dog, maybe raise some awareness, give them some education on the fact that that dog is actually being relied upon for someone's livelihood. So here's a quote I found. It is, a guide dog is more than just a companion. It is its handler's independence. I have a question for you. Have you ever seen a guide dog in action before when they're, doing their thing, doing their job, helping their person? What did you do and how did you handle that situation? Do you have any other questions about guide dogs? And if there's any other blind or low vision people here, maybe you can field those questions for them, because like I said, I don't have a guide dog myself. I've thought about it, I've looked into it, but at the moment I'm just a cane user, so I'm still learning just as much as other people are. I hope this was helpful. Please remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share, and as always, thanks for watching.